Okay, good morning all my dear students. Welcome to my channel Maths with Mantisa. Children, in the previous lesson I was discussing about different properties, the geometrical proof of different properties of parallelogram. Nearly 4 geometrical proofs I have already done. Opposite sides of parallelogram equal, opposite angles of parallelogram equal, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, and a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles of equal area. These are the 4 properties of parallelogram whose geometrical proof we have already done in previous lessons. Let us discuss few more. Okay. Now see what is the next one. See, the next one is, suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. See what is the next one. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is one diagonal. See, now the property is, if a diagonal, suppose a diagonal, if one diagonal of a parallelogram bisects one of the angle. What does it mean? Suppose AC is a diagonal and ABCD is a parallelogram. Suppose AC bisects one angle, that is the angle A. Suppose AC, the diagonal AC of this parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A. Now if it bisects angle A, you prove that this same diagonal will bisect the opposite angle also, that is angle C. I hope you understood the meaning. What is the property I want to discuss? The property is, if ABCD is a parallelogram and AC is one diagonal, any one diagonal you take, if one diagonal of a parallelogram bisects one angle, okay, suppose AC is a diagonal and it bisects angle A, you prove that this diagonal will bisect, this diagonal AC will bisect the opposite angle C also, and then prove that this parallelogram is a rhombus. So what is the question? A diagonal of a parallelogram, if diagonal of a parallelogram bisects one angle, it will bisect the other angle, I mean opposite angle, and the parallelogram will be a rhombus. How to prove it? Let us see. Okay. So what is given here? We are given ABCD is a parallelogram, and what else we are given? We are given this diagonal AC bisects which one? It bisects angle A. So if the diagonal AC bisects angle A, what does it mean? It will be divided into two parts. Suppose angle 1 and angle 2. That means we are given angle 1 equal to angle 2. It is given. These are given. Okay. So what you want to prove? You want to prove that AC will bisect angle C also. It will bisect the opposite angle. That is, you will prove that angle 3 equal to angle 4. You want to show that angle 3 equal to angle 4. That means AC will bisect the opposite angle, that is C. It is given AC bisects angle A. Okay, that is angle 1 equal to angle 2. And what else we need to show? We need to show that ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, these are the two things which we want to show or prove. Let us see how to prove it geometrically. So if one diagonal of a parallelogram bisects one angle, then it will bisect the opposite angle and the parallelogram will become a rhombus. This is the property. Let us see how to prove it. Okay. See children, it is very simple. See, we are given angle 1 equal to angle 2. It is given. Very simple. Okay. Now, as ABCD is a parallelogram, see, since ABCD is parallelogram, look at, since ABCD is a parallelogram, then what will happen? Look at angle 1 and 3. Angle 1 and 3. What angles will be there? Will they be? Angle 1 and 3, they will be equal because they form a pair of, you see, this one parallel. This is the transversal. So as ABCD is a parallelogram, angle 1 will be equal to angle 3. Why? As AB parallel to CD and AC transversal. Or you can say that angle 1 and 3, they form a pair of what angles? Alternate interior angles. So 1 equal to 3. Okay. What about 2 and 4? Angle 2 and 4, they also form a pair of what angles? Alternate interior. Why? Because you see, this one, AD and BC, these two opposite sides of parallelogram are also parallel. So as AD parallel to BC and AC is the transversal, so angle which one? 2 and 4. Angle 2 and 4, they will also be equal. Okay. Similarly, you see, we can say angle 2 equal to angle 4. Why? Because they form a pair of what angles? alternate interior angle 2 and 4. They form a pair of alternate interior angles because AD and BC are parallel and AC is the transversal. Okay. So you see 1 equal to 3 and 2 equal to 4. Look at 1 equal to 3 and 2 equal to 4. Okay. Now if angle 1 equal to 3 and 2 equal to 4, but what we are given? We are given 1 and 2 are equal. So 1 equal to 3 and 2 equal to 4. Again angle 1 equal to angle 2. So what will be the relation between angle 3 and 4? Definitely they will be equal. Therefore, so what will be the conclusion? Therefore angle 3 equal to angle 4. So this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted in the first part. This is what we wanted. You see, AC will bisect angle C. AC bisects angle C we wanted to prove. That is angle 3 equal to angle 4. You see, we got here. Angle 3 equal to angle 4. That means the diagonal AC which bisects one of the angles A, it also bisects the opposite angle. It is proved. Okay. Now the second part. How to prove that ABCD is a rhombus? Children, you know, in order to prove a quadrilateral as rhombus, what is a rhombus? Rhombus is what? It is a parallelogram and one pair of adjacent sides equal. If a parallelogram is having one pair adjacent side equal, then only it is called a rhombus. In this particular question, we are already given that ABCD is a parallelogram. Just we want to show that it is a rhombus. So in order to show that it is a rhombus, it is sufficient to show that any one pair of adjacent sides equal. That means either we will show AB equal to BC, see, either we will show this pair adjacent side AB and BC equal, or AB and AD equal, or CB and CD equal, or DA and DC equal. Any one pair of adjacent side we have to show equal, because it is already given a parallelogram. If we can show that one pair of adjacent side equal, then it will become a rhombus. So how to show that? Very simple. See children, already look at, here we have got 1 equal to 3, 3 equal to 4 and 1 equal to 2. See, 1 equal to 2, 1 equal to 2, 1 equal to 3 and 3 equal to 4. See children, angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. So from this we can say that angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to angle 3 equal to angle 4. That means all these 4 angles are equal. Angle 1 equal to angle 2 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. Okay, and 1 is given equal to 2. See, angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4. We proved. Angle 1 equal to again angle 3. So that means all these 4 angles, 1, 2, 3, 4, they will be equal. That means angle 1 and 4 are equal. Okay, see, we have to show that angle 1 and 4 equal. If angle 1 and 4 are equal, automatically AB and BC equal, because if two angles equal, their opposite sides are equal. Okay, so what will we write? After this step we will write, see, what to write after this step? Here we proved that the diagonal AC bisects the opposite angle. Then the second part is we have to show it is what? It is a rhombus. It is a rhombus. Now to show, you see, to show it is a rhombus, we have to show any one pair of adjacent side equal. Okay. Now as you see, as angle 1 equal to angle 2, then angle your 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 3 equal to angle 4 we proved here. See, 1 equal to 2, 1 equal to 3. That means 2 equal to 3. Look at angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 1 equal to angle 3. So 2 equal to 3 and angle 3 equal to angle 4. 3 equal to angle 4. That means angle 2 equal to angle 3 equal to angle 4 equal to angle 1. That means all these 4 angles are equal. Therefore, our conclusion will be angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to angle 3 equal to angle 4. And what does it mean? What does it show? It shows that, you see, it shows that 1 equal to 4 or 2 equal to 3, any one you take. So angle 2, this implies angle 2 equal to angle 3. See, now if angle, look at, if angle 2 and 3 are equal, look at, angle 2 and 3 are equal, then the opposite side of this angle is which one? BC, and the opposite side of this angle is which one? AD. That means this implies AD equal to your DC. See, so what did we see? We saw that, you see, so what did we see? We saw that therefore ABCD is a parallelogram, it is given, and AD equal to BC we proved. You see, now these two conditions, ABCD is a parallelogram and AD equal to BC, AD equal to DC, sorry, AD equal to DC. Because 2 equal to 3, see angle 2 equal to angle 3. So AD and DC will be equal. Yes, their opposite sides. If two angles are equal, their opposite sides are equal. So AD and DC will be equal. Okay. So ABCD is a parallelogram already given, and we proved that AD equal to DC. So if a parallelogram, if in a parallelogram one pair of adjacent side equal, then it is a rhombus. That is the sufficient condition for a parallelogram to become a rhombus. So this implies ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. Automatically, if AD equal to DC, then automatically all the four sides will be equal. In a rhombus, you know, in a rhombus all the four sides are equal. If AD equal to DC, all the four sides will automatically be equal because opposite sides are equal. AD equal to DC, DC equal to AB, and AD equal to BC. That means all the four sides of this parallelogram are equal. So no doubt it is a rhombus. Okay. So ABCD is a rhombus. See children. So what important proof, what important property we discussed in this particular case? We proved that in a parallelogram, if one diagonal bisects, if any one diagonal bisects one of the angles, then it will bisect the other angle, I mean opposite angles also, the other opposite angle also, and the parallelogram will become a rhombus. I hope you understood children. Now let us discuss another important truth related to the properties of parallelogram. So what is that? See, suppose you are given, this is property number 6. This is property number 6 of parallelogram. See, suppose you are given a parallelogram ABCD. Now, you take any two interior angles. Suppose angle A, angle B, or angle B, angle C, whichever. Now, take the bisector of these two. See, take the bisector of this. Suppose AP is the bisector of this angle. BP is the bisector of this angle. See, if you take the bisector of two, what? Any two consecutive interior angles. If you take the bisector of any two consecutive interior angles, yes. If you take the bisector of any two consecutive interior angles, suppose they intersect at the point P. Now what will be the measure of this angle? You see. What will be the measure of this angle? Here AP is the bisector of angle A, BP is the bisector of angle B, okay, and ABCD is a parallelogram, it is given. So how to find what will be the measure of this angle? This angle, you will be surprised to know that this angle will be a 90 degree. This angle will be a right angle. How to prove it? I hope you understood what is the property. Any two bisectors of any two consecutive interior angles of a what? Parallelogram. Okay, intersect at 90 degree, intersect at right angle. Yes, that is the truth. Okay, we are going to prove. Okay children, that means here we are given ABCD parallelogram. Okay, then AP bisects, suppose angle A, and BP bisects angle C. Okay, suppose this is angle 1, 2, this is 3, 4, whatever. Okay, so see children, if AP bisects angle A, then angle 1 and 3 must be equal. Similarly, if BP bisects angle B, then angle 2 and 4 will be equal. Now the point is, the two bisectors of the two interior angles of this parallelogram, namely AP and BP, they intersect at the point P. So I said the measure of this angle will be 90 degree. So how to prove? So what we want to prove? We want to prove that angle APB, let us prove that angle APB will be equal to 90 degree. How to prove it? Very simple. Very simple it is. Let us see how can we prove that angle APB will be 90 degree. Okay, see. Proof. What we are going to prove, did you understand or not? I hope yes. In a parallelogram, if we take the bisector of any two interior angles, if you take the bisector of any two interior angles, say angle AB, angle AD, angle BC, whichever two interior angles you take and take the bisector, they will intersect at a point. How will you prove that this angle is 90 degree? That we are going to prove. The bisectors of two interior angles of a parallelogram intersect at 90 degree or right angle. How to prove? Let us see. See children, in this figure we are given ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, if ABCD is a parallelogram, what about AD and BC? Therefore, clearly AD parallel to BC. Okay, if AD and BC are parallel, what about this AB? What is AB then? Then AB is a transversal. Okay, AB is a transversal. Now the point is, if AB is a transversal, see transversal, then what about angle A and angle B? See, if this and this are parallel, AB is a transversal, then what about angle A and B? They form a pair of what angles? Co-interior and consecutive. I mean consecutive interior angles. Okay. So angle A plus angle A and angle B, they form a pair of consecutive interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal AB. So they must be supplementary, or their sum must be 180 degrees. So take A plus B equal to 180 degree. Okay. So angle A plus angle B will be 180 degree because ABCD is a parallelogram, AD and BC are parallel and AB is the transversal. Angle A and B, they form a pair of co-interior angles lying on the same side of the transversal, and hence their sum must be 180 degree, or they are supplementary. Okay, so A plus B is 180 degree. Now you divide. Take half of A. Take half of A, half of B and half of your 180 degree. So half of B will be half of 180 degree. That is how many degree? 90 degree. Now see children, half of A means half of this angle. Half of this angle, half of angle A will be which angle? Equal to angle 1. Why? Because angle 1 and 3 are equal. Angle 1 and 3 are equal, it is given. So as angle 1 and 3 are equal, because AP is the bisector, so angle 1 equal to angle 3. If angle 1 is equal to angle 3, then half of angle A will be equal to angle 1, and half of angle, similarly, half of angle B will be equal to angle 2. So, but, you see, but half of angle A equal to angle 1, and half angle B equal to angle 2. Why? The reason I told you, because AP is the bisector of angle A, so 1 and 3 are equal. So angle 1 will be half of A and angle 2 will be half of B. So in place of half of A you write angle 1, and in place of half of B you write angle 2. Now you put here, therefore half of A means angle 1. Angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 90 degrees. See children, if angle 1 plus angle 2 is 90 degrees, then you apply. Therefore by angle sum property, ASP, angle sum property of triangle, in triangle APB, by angle sum property in triangle APB, what will be the measure of APB? So APB will be equal to 180 degree minus angle 1 plus angle 2. These two, 1 plus 2 is how many degree? 90 degree. So this angle will be 180 minus 90. You know what is angle sum property of triangle. Okay. In a triangle, sum of 3 interior angles is 180 degree. So if the sum of 2 angles is 90, if the sum of 2 interior angles is 90 degree, the third angle will automatically be 180 minus 90, that is 90 degree. Okay. So it is 180 minus 90, that is 90 degree. See children. So in this manner, so in this way we could prove that in a parallelogram, if we take the bisectors of any two interior angles, it will enclose a right angle, means it will intersect. The two bisectors of two interior angles of a parallelogram always intersect at 90 degree or right angle. So this is also another important truth related to the properties of parallelogram, which we proved it geometrically. Children, I proved almost all the properties. Okay, so whatever properties are left, we will discuss in the next class. Nearly 6 properties of parallelogram I discussed along with their geometrical proofs. So I am sure my children who are watching this video, they must be able to understand. If it is true that yes, you are able to understand what Mohanty sir is teaching, we are able to understand, he is explaining us very nicely, then I must say children that you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel, so that I feel encouraged to discuss more and more things again. From all other chapters. Okay, this chapter is not complete. We are going to discuss many things related to this chapter. These are only some of the properties of parallelogram, the geometrical proof which we are discussing. Okay, so we will discuss the next part of this chapter in another class. I hope you all understood. If it is true, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, good day.